We will definitely make use of a blanket today, something firm, one of these if you have them, or a large bath towel folded, not too squishy. We're working with steadiness today, and this is part of our, we'll use a prop that should be steady. So the subject today is the Kurma nadi. Kurma means turtle or tortoise. Nadi means the subtle energy channel. So we're not talking about a physical structure when we talk about the nadi, although there's a physical structure associated with the nadi. So the channel, the tortoise channel, is located at the pit of the throat and comes down the length of the sternum. And the physical structure that we're working with here is the sternum, the breastplate. If you think about the bottom of a turtle, it looks quite a bit like that. And the idea, this is from Sutra 331, which is in book 3, where the siddhis, the special powers that you can manifest by mastering certain techniques or areas of the body. When you master the Kurma nadi, you gain great steadiness. So we will be concentrating a lot on the area of the sternum and the thorax in general. This comes out of a conversation I was having with a student last week, and then I looked and found that yesterday was International Turtle Day, so we're doing the right thing. So before we begin, just like you to feel the physical structure that's associated with the Kurma nadi. If you touch to between the collarbones here, and then draw your hands down and feel the firmness of the breastplate that goes all the way to the base of the sternum. So then when we talk about the Kurma nadi today, we're talking about bringing awareness, flexibility in spite of the fact that it's a steady structure. We want the movement to be flexible here, openness all around this Kurma nadi area. And that will be our practice. We're going to start with Chakravakasana. I expect many of you have been out digging and pruning and doing spring things, so maybe your back needs a little warm up. When we come down onto all fours to begin, feel the strength of the hands against the floor, the fact that the knees are touching the floor, the tops of the feet, points of steadiness. And then notice that sternum, feel the Kurma nadi, another point of steadiness in the body. And when we take our inhale, we can breathe into the breastbone. As you inhale, let the breath move down the Kurma nadi, expanding the chest. And then as you exhale, we'll bring the hips back to the heels. Really relax the neck and shoulders and arms so there's softness in the upper back. And then with the inhale, again come forward. Feel the steadiness of the points against the floor and the steadiness in the front of the chest along the whole sternum. With the exhale, move the hips back to the heels and soften in the upper body. Relax the neck, the shoulders. The elbows should be down on the floor. Let's do it twice more. Inhale, rise up onto all fours. Opening the chest, but feeling the steadiness. And exhale. Bring the hips back to the heels. Relax the upper body. Stretch the low back. One more time. Inhale, rise up to all fours. Feel the hands, the knees, the feet, the sternum. And exhale, bring the hips back to the heels. And then let's sit up slowly. Take a moment to reorient the upright position. And then we'll come up into a standing position at the back of the mat, establishing Samasthiti, feeling the feet rooted down. Find your steady and relaxed, comfortable, balanced position. Relax the breath and set the gaze. Let the gaze rest steadily on one point. We're going to take a version of Tadasana where we really emphasize the length of the opening, the stretching of the sternum, the breastbone. Make sure that the eyes stay on one point, both to help you keep your balance and to be sure that you're not moving in your neck. The first movement is just the arms. So as we inhale, we're going to raise the arms forward and up to begin to feel the length of the front of the body. Then with the supportive exhale, lift the heels off the floor or just balance the weight or bring your weight towards the balls of the feet if that works better for you. Now with your inhale, we're going to reach the heels down to the floor and stretch the sternum up towards the ceiling. And then with the exhale, hug the belly in and lower the arms down the front. We'll do that sequence 3 more times. Inhale, take the arms forward and up, beginning to feel the length in the front of the body, the openness in the chest. Exhale from the belly and raise the heels. With the inhale, reach the heels down, reach the breastbone up. And exhale, arms come down the front, steady in the abdominals. 2 more times. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up. Open the chest. Gaze stays steady. Exhale, hug the belly and lift the heels. Inhale and reach the heels down. Feel the chest rise up. And exhale, arms down to the front. Let's do that one final time. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up. Exhale from the belly and raise the heels. Inhale, reach the heels down, stretch the breastbone up. And exhale, lower the arms down, make sure the belly's hugging in, the shoulders relaxed. And then completely soften. Release the control of the breath. And bring your attention to Kurma nadi. Feel the length of the sternum, from the pit of the throat down to the base of the sternum. Now we're going to take a variation of Uttanasana. We'll begin with placing the fingertips right in the middle of the sternum, so not at the heart center, which is at the base of the sternum, but higher up, about halfway between the pit of the throat and the base of the sternum. And so you can really feel the firmness of the bone beneath your fingertips. With inhale, we'll take the arms out wide and notice that opening of the chest that accompanies that feeling of the arms going wide. Exhale, fold down and bring your hands behind you. Let them rest comfortably on the back. Let the head hang. And then inhale, stretch your left arm forward, open the chest so your back gets flat. You're still looking at the floor. Exhale, bring your hand back behind your back. Let your head hang. We'll do the same thing with the right arm. Inhale, stretch the right arm forward, flatten the back, open the chest. Keep your gaze down. Exhale, lower the right hand to the back and release into the forward bend. Then inhale, stretch both arms forward. Keep your chin down and raise yourself all the way up. Lift the sternum. Exhale, return your fingertips to the center of the sternum. We'll do that 3 more times. Inhale, open the arms wide. And exhale, bring the hands behind the back. Fold forward, relax the neck and shoulders. Inhale, stretch the left arm forward, open the chest. Keep the gaze down at the toes. And exhale, fold down. Return your left hand to your back, let your head hang down. Inhale, extend the right arm forward. You're flattening the back to open the chest. And then exhale, return the hand to the back and let the head hang down. Now both arms come forward. They frame the ears. The chest opens. Raise yourself all the way up. And as you exhale, return the fingertips to the center of the sternum. Feel the firmness of the breastplate there. 2 more repetitions. Inhale, float the arms wide. Exhale, hands behind the back, fold down. Inhale, extend the left arm forward and open the chest. Keep your gaze down at the toes. Exhale, fold down. Return your hand to your back, let your head hang. Inhale, extend the right arm forward, open the chest. And exhale, return the hand to the back, fold forward. Inhale, reach both arms forward till they frame the ears. Flatten the back to open the chest and bring yourself all the way up. And exhale from the belly. Return the fingertips to the breastplate. Last repetition. Inhale, arms come wide. And exhale, fold forward. Hands to the back. Inhale, extend the left arm forward. Open your chest, keep your gaze down. Exhale, hand to the back, relax the neck. Inhale, extend the right arm forward, flatten the back, open the chest. And exhale, bring the hand to the back and fold down. Inhale, extend both arms forward, open your chest. Lift yourself all the way up, lift the breastbone. And then with your exhale, return the fingertips down to the sternum. Feel the breastplate, feel the firmness of the bone there, relax the breath. Notice your feet on the floor. Feel that the body can be both steady and comfortable here. Feel the structural steadiness of the sternum and the energetic steadiness of the Kurma nadi. Relax the arms down to the sides. And we'll turn on the mat and take a comfortably wide stance for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Beginning with the feet parallel to each other, feel the strength of the legs pulling up towards the pelvis, and then notice the upward lift. Feel your sternum in place here. The length of the sternum, the whole breastplate is going to face this wall forward the whole time as we do the side bend and return the head without turning the sternum, keeping the breastplate facing forward the whole time. Put the hands on the hips, keep the pelvis steady, and we'll begin with the left leg, rolling it out in the socket. Stand on both feet, feel the floor underneath your feet. Both feet have good contact, grounded through the floor. You're standing tall and upright. Chest is open. Be aware of the length of the sternum. And we'll begin with the fingertips in the middle of the breastbone again. With the inhale, arms come wide from here. Chest open. We'll keep the chest open as we exhale and bend. Left hand to left leg. Keep the whole front of the body facing forward. Sternum stays open. And then we're going to inhale and turn and look up at the right hand. Exhale and turn the head to look back to the front. Keep the sternum open. And inhale, rise up to the top. Arms wide. Exhale, return the fingertips to the sternum. And actually press them into that bone a little bit. 3 more times. Inhale, arms wide. Chest open. And exhale, side bend to the left. Keep the chest open. And inhale, look up at the right fingertips. Exhale, bring the head back into the center. Chest is still open. Inhale, come up tall. And exhale, fingertips return to the sternum. Feel the steadiness of the bone there. Twice more. Inhale, arms wide, open chest. And exhale, bend to the side. Keep the chest facing forward as you inhale and look up. And exhale, look to the front. Inhale, stand up tall. Push off that left foot a little bit. And exhale, bring the fingertips to the sternum. Make sure your right hips pull into the center. Last time. Inhale, arms wide. And exhale, side bend. Inhale, rotate the head, look up. Exhale, head back to the center. And inhale, stand up tall, pushing off of your left foot. Exhale, fingertips return to the center of the sternum. And then relax the breath. Release the arms, unrotate the left foot. Return to Samastiti for a moment. Floor steady beneath your feet. Legs strong. Gathered around the pelvis. Lifted through the spine. Open and steady across the front of the chest. Top of the head reaching up. Shoulders relaxed. Okay, and we'll go to the other side. Take the legs comfortably wide again. Connect down through both feet. Steady the pelvis. Lift yourself tall through the crown of the head. And without moving your hips, rotate the right leg out in the socket. Turning the foot towards 90 degrees. And then bring the fingertips to the center of the sternum. Press down into that bone. And inhale, arms open wide. Exhale, side bend to the right side, right hand to right leg. Keep the chest facing forward. Inhale, turn and look up at the left, fingertips. Chest stays open. Exhale, rotate the head back into the center. And inhale, stand up tall, open the chest. Exhale, fingertips to the sternum. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale and side bend. Inhale, turn the head and look up. Keep the chest open. Exhale, head back into the center. Inhale, come up tall. Open the chest. Slide the pelvis over to the right a little. Exhale, fingertips back to the sternum. Twice more. Inhale, arms float wide. Feel the openness of the chest and keep it open as you take your side bend. As you inhale and turn the head, awareness of the breath in the chest. Exhale, rotate the head back into the center. And inhale, back up to the top. Exhale, fingertips return to the center of the sternum. One final repetition. Inhale, arms wide. And exhale, side bend. Open the chest. Breathe down the sternum as you inhale. Look up at the hand. And exhale, look back to the center. Inhale, come to the top. And exhale, fingertips to the center of the sternum. Feel that bony plate. Relax the breath. And then release the arms, unrotate the foot, and come to Samastiti. Feeling the rooting downward of the feet, taking the steadiness of the earth element, drawing it up into the body, standing tall. Feel all of the bones supporting your structure. And then awareness down the center of the chest. The Tortoise Channel, Kurma nadi. So the shell of the tortoise creates great safety and stability. I don't know this, but I would like to think that when it withdraws into that safe space, it doesn't have to be all tense, that it actually can be relaxed in that contained space. Let's imagine that in any case. Okay, we're going to make use of our blanket for the first time here. We're going to begin, we're going to use it in Utkatasana. Utkatasana being the full squat. If you prefer to continue practicing Ardha Utkatasana, the half squat as you usually do, you may do that, of course. If you want to use the blanket and practice Utkatasana, I'm going to stand up on the blanket. So I have it folded so that the roll is the side I'm going to stand on, so that my standing surface is nice and steady. You can see why you don't want anything too squishy here. What this is going to allow us is to get down lower and maybe to find a little bit more relaxation down in the pose with the legs and the hips, so that we can focus on opening the chest. With a steady gaze, direct your inhale down the breastbone, raise the arms forward and up. With the exhale, we'll bend the knees deeply, and if you can go into a full squat, go ahead and do that. Hands can come down to the floor. Now inhale, raise the arms and open the chest up away from the legs. Feel the breastbone open. Exhale, fold down. Maybe this is the turtle going into the shell. And then we're going to lift all the way up. Raise the arms, open the breastbone, then straighten the legs. And exhale, lower the arms down the front. So again, if this variation doesn't work for you, you can just do a regular Ardha Utkatasana. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up. Feel the length and open of the breastbone. Exhale and fold down, coming into the full squat. And then with the inhale, raise the arms and open the chest away from the legs. Your back is nice and flat, breastbone open. Exhale, fold down, nice stretch for the back, relax the neck. Inhale, get the arms up around the ears, open the chest, and stand yourself up straight. And exhale, arms come down the front. Do it twice more. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up. Breathing down the Kurma nadi. And exhale, bend the knees and fold down. Relax into the forward bend. Inhale and open your chest. Arms frame the ears. Breastbone is lifted and open. Exhale, fold down, relax the upper body. And inhale, arms frame the ears, the chest opens, legs straighten to come up. Exhale, arms come down the front. Keep the chest lifted. We'll do it one more time. Inhale, tension at the breastbone as the arms come up. And exhale, bend the knees and go down into your squat. Inhale, raise the arms, lift the chest, feel your back flatten, your breastbone open. And exhale, fold down, relax the upper body. Inhale, raise the arms and open the chest. Come all the way up. And exhale, bring the arms down to the front. Relax the breath. Now just simply step forward of your blanket and come into Samastiti. Awareness at the Kurma nadi. Feel the length of the breastbone. Feel whatever sense of opening and liftedness you have in the chest. Let the breath move naturally. We'll move the blanket off to the side and we'll use it again momentarily. I'm going to go to all fours. I'm going to give you the option here of either doing Chakravakasana again, if your back wants that stretch, or moving in and out of downward facing dog. In the down dog, we have the nice open chest, so we can feel the Kurma nadi there as well. So if you want some down dog today, this is the time. Or if you want to stretch your back, return to Chakravakasana, the very first posture that we did, moving in and out of child's pose. Again, feel the steadiness of the floor under the hands, under the knees, under the feet. And inhale, breathe down the Tortoise Channel, opening the chest. Exhale, either tuck your toes and raise your hips to the ceiling or go back down into a child's pose. And then with the inhale, we'll come to all fours again, either moving down out of the dog or up out of the child's pose. Do it 3 more times. Exhale, move to down dog or child's pose. And inhale, knees come slowly down to the floor, breastbone open. Twice more. Exhale, push to the down dog or release to the child's pose. Inhale, knees come to the floor, chest opens. One more time. And now we'll move back into child's pose and take a moment to relax there. If you want to bring the arms down so it's like withdrawing into the shell, go ahead and do that, or your hands could be under your forehead. Close your eyes, relax the breath. Feel yourself self-contained, safe, and relaxed. Now we're going to transition over onto the back. Please do have your blanket nearby. We'll use it again soon. Nearby, but a little bit out of your way because we're going to do some arm sweeps. And if you like the blanket under your head, you can use it there now, if you like. Let's just pause for a moment. Knees can hug to the chest. If your back wants a little more stretch, or take a small relaxation. Relaxing the breath, letting the awareness rest on the front of the chest. Okay, we're going to move into Jatara Paravriti, the side bend, the lateral version. So we'll begin by bringing the feet close together and having the arms down comfortably at the sides. Being aware of the back of the body, feeling where you're touching the floor with your heels, your calves, the sacrum, your shoulder blades and shoulders, hands, arms, backs of the head. And notice that the front of the body is all facing the ceiling, including the awareness of the sternum, which is facing up. We're going to keep the body in this orientation, and Without losing contact at the back of the pelvis, walk the feet just a little bit to the left. You're not going too far. I want to keep the right hip down. And we're going to do 4 arm sweeps and then stay in the breath, stay in the position for 4 breaths. Awareness at the sternum and throughout the whole thorax as we move through Jataraparapiti. Close the eyes if you like, and inhale. Sweep the arms wide until they're reaching up overhead. And exhale, bring the arms down to the sides. Move slowly, move with your own breath flow. Inhale, as the arms sweep, you're directing your attention down the sternum. Feel the openness in the thorax, and then with the exhale, bring the arms down to the sides, steadying that exhale from the belly. 2 more repetitions. Inhale and sweep the arms, opening the side ribs, the armpits, the upper ribs, the back ribs. Exhale from the belly, arms sweep back down. 1 more arm sweep. Inhale, reach the arms comfortably up overhead. Now we're going to stay. Exhale, turn the face to the right side. And then stay for 4 breaths here. Bringing the awareness down the sternum each time you inhale. And every time you exhale, engage the belly and then watch the breath move back up the sternum. 3 more slow breaths on your own. Notice the whole thorax as the breath moves down the sternum. Back ribs are opening, side ribs are flaring wide. And as you exhale from the belly, the rib cage closes down. 1 more breath here. Then with your inhale, turn your head into the center. And as you exhale, lower the arms and take the right foot over to the other side of the mat. Relax the legs comfortably apart, the arms comfortably wide, palms up. Relax the flow of the breath, soften the face. And allow the attention to come to rest at the breastplate again. Interesting in the thorax, because of the way the breath moves, there's a very flexible, or at least potentially flexible structure that the rib cage makes that expands and contracts with every breath. And that needs a steady anchor. Always when we're finding flexibility, we're also finding the point of steadiness. And in this case, physically, it's the sternum, which anchors all those movable ribs. An example of sthira sukham in the structure of the body. Now I'm going to move the feet close together again and the arms down to the sides in preparation for the second side. Please once again be aware of all the points where you're touching the floor. Feel the front of the body facing the ceiling. And then without tilting the pelvis at all, walk the feet slightly to the right side. Belly button should still be pointing straight up. Sternum, of course, is still facing straight up, and we'll do 4 sweeps. Inhale, sweep the arms wide to bring them up overhead, opening the whole thorax. And exhale, sweep the arms back down to the sides. Again, sweep the arms wide. And hug the belly as you exhale. Feel the steadiness of the sternum and the mobility of the ribs as you inhale. Exhale from the belly and sweep the arms back down to the sides. Last sweep, and we'll keep the arms up overhead at the end of the inhale. With exhale, the head's turning to the left side, and we'll stay for 4 breath cycles. Check that your left hip is down. You're breathing in, down the length of the sternum. Feel the expansion of the thorax, especially the left side, supporting every exhale with the belly. 4 breaths there. When you're done with your 4 breaths, on your inhale, rotate the head to the center. And on your exhale, take the left foot over to the left side of the mat, lower the arms down. Relax with the feet comfortably wide. Arms a bit away from the center line with the palms turned up. Releasing the body into the support of the floor. Relax the breath. Feel the steadiness of your whole organism. And allow the attention to rest at the sternum. Turtle also has a great capacity for being still. If you think of the turtle resting in the sun, very still. And very aware. As soon as you come walking along the path, then they're back in the water. Okay, we're going to bring the knees to the chest. You may use the hands on the legs, or just bring them down to the sides. Prasarita Padasana, where we'll raise the arms and the legs. With the inhale, stretch the feet to the ceiling and reach the arms up overhead. Feel that length across the front of the body. And with the exhale, bend the knees and lower the arms down to the sides. Just 3 more times like that. Inhale, stretch up. And if you want your hands on the backs of the legs to support the legs, feel free to do that. And exhale, arms come down to the sides. Hug your belly, relax your shoulders. Inhale, breathe down the length of the sternum. Feel the openness in the chest. And exhale, lower the arms and bend the knees. 1 more time. Inhale and stretch up. And exhale, arms down and bend the knees. We'll rest here for a moment with the knees into the chest, hands on the knees or resting on the floor wherever they're comfortable. Relax the breath. Relax the feet. Feel the lower back gently stretched, the shoulders released, neck easy, face soft, breath natural. Okay, now roll to your side and get your blanket again. We're going to do a supported version of the fish, Matsasana, Matsandrasana. We have not done this in my memory, so it will probably be new for some of you. When you use the folded blanket, and it's going to go at the back of the thorax, supporting the rib cage. This is a chest opener. So we're going to begin with the knees bent, and you'll recline, getting the blanket behind your upper back. And then you can put your hands behind your head as we get ready to move into the chest opening position. We'll start with the knees bent, and feel the blanket behind your shoulder blades. Feel it supporting not all of the lower ribs, but some of the lower ribs and up to the shoulders. And then we're going to bend back and let the head come down towards the floor. If this is too much of a back bend for you, you can keep supporting your head or even take another little pillow or something behind the neck. So one variation will be to stay here with the hands behind the head and the knees bent. You're already getting a really nice amount of chest opening here. If the flexibility exists to do it, you're welcome to straighten the legs out and or bring the arms relaxed at your sides. Stay and take 6 slow breaths here, relaxing into this chest opener and being aware of the opening of the breastbone. If there's any strain in the neck, put some support behind the head. The lower back feels too compressed, bend the knees. Steady and comfortable. Keep the breath smooth. When you're done, we'll bend the knees, feet on the floor, hands behind the head. Interlace the fingers. Use an exhale so you can support with your belly as you lift your head up. And then we're going to roll to one side and come up into a seated position. Move the blanket, and let's take a little openness. One hand on each knee. Soften the shoulders, relax in the neck and the face. With your exhale, slowly hug the thighs in towards the belly, keeping the shoulders dropped and released towards the floor. And then inhale, float the knees just a little bit away from the chest. You want to keep the shoulders relaxed. Exhale from the belly and hug the thighs in close. Stretch the lower back, but keep the shoulders and the face relaxed, the feet relaxed. Inhale, allow the breath to move into the chest and into the belly. Do 2 more breaths like that, please. Now we're going to roll to the side and come up into a seated posture. Once again, here's a place where you may want to use your blanket. If it's more comfortable for you to sit up on the blanket, you may do that. I'm going to work with Mahamudra and Janu Shirshasana. Begin with the left leg straight out and the right foot inside the left thigh. Both sit bones on the mat or up on your cushion, up on your folded blanket. The Mahamudra is a back bending posture so that the breastbone is open. We're going to feel the sternum lifting and open. Janu Shirshasana is a forward bending position where the back gets to release and stretch. So we're going to go back and forth between those positions a couple times and then try them both out. If you happen to have a yoga strap, this would be a good place to use it, or a folded towel. We're going to start with the hands resting on the left leg. Reach down through your sit bones, reach up through the sternum, up through the crown of the head. Relax the shoulders, feel the chest open. And then as you exhale, we're going to slide the hands down the leg. Without straightening your arms, just slide the hands down the legs to where you completely come with bent elbows. And then inhale, press your hands into your legs and flatten your back out. Then exhale, I'm going to drop down into the released forward bend again. So we're keeping the hands in the same place. Press down into the legs and inhale, and open the breastbone. Feel the back flatten, the sternum open, and exhale, release down into the relaxed forward bend, feeling the back stretch. Twice more, press down, lift the chest, draw the shoulders down the back, flatten the back, and relax down. And one more time, press. This time we're going to keep the back flat. Now, I want you to please keep your back flat and reach down with your hands. Bend your leg as much as you need to get your hands onto your toes. So your thigh might be resting on your belly might be resting on your thigh. If you're flexible enough, you can have the leg straight, but we're going to have the knee as bent as we need to get the back flat. Pull the chin down, open the breastbone, and take 4 breaths here. Mahamudra, lifting the chest, opening the sternum, chin down, shoulders down, back flat. So again, you may have your leg quite bent, that's fine. Keep feeling the Kurma nadi open. So a lot of work in the upper back now. And then we're going to release to Janu Shirshasana, where you let your head hang down and you fold down into the forward bend. If you want to keep the knee bent, you can do that, or bring the leg to whatever degree of straightness feels good and take 4 breaths there. Here the goal is very relaxed around the neck and shoulders. Kind of soften your elbows down so you're not tugging your shoulders up around your ears. Continue to be aware on your inhale that you can breathe to the Kurma nadi. So even though we're in a back stretching position, chest doesn't need to collapse. When you're done with the 4 breaths, we'll sit up tall. Take a moment with the soles of the feet together. And relax into a forward bend for a moment. then we'll sit tall again and do the same thing with the other side, straightening the right leg out, left foot inside the right thigh, sitting tall on your sit bones. Sit up on a cushion if you like. Place the hands on the leg, both hands onto the right leg. Reach down through the sit bones and up through the sternum. That's on an inhale. Then as you exhale, I'm going to slide forward. Keep your elbows bent and just let the hands come down your leg as far as you can go with your elbows bent. And then as you inhale, press into your leg and flatten your back out. And then as you exhale, release that effort. And again, on inhale, press into the leg, lift the sternum, flatten the back, open the chest. And with your exhale, round and release. Press down into the leg, inhale, open the chest, flat back. And exhale, soften to the forward bend. We're going to press into the leg and flatten the back. Keep the back flat and do what you need to do to get your hand to your toes. You can bend the knee quite a bit. Flatten the back, pull your chin down, pull your shoulders down, and take 4 breaths there. So you shouldn't be rounded forward through your back at all. We're lifted in the breastbone. You feel the muscles in the upper back working as you may or may not feel your legs stretching depending on where you have the knee, but we definitely want the back muscles working. Opening the sternum with every inhale. Chin is down. After 4 breaths, then release into Janu Shirshasana. And see if you can do it without compressing the chest. Keep the sense of the breastbone being a little bit open. Crown of the head reaching towards the foot. Shoulders relaxed. 4 breaths like that. Keep dropping your shoulders away from your ears. When you're done with the 4 breaths, just slide the hands up the leg until you're sitting upright. And put the soles of the feet together. And bend down into a relaxed forward bend, Baddha Konasana. But really soften the neck. Let the release in the neck and shoulders be your main emphasis here. Okay, and then let's move on to the back. Lying your back with the knees into the chest. One hand on each knee, shoulders relaxed. Openness. Exhale from the belly. Hug the knees in close. Soften the shoulders. Hold the breath out a moment. Inhale, down the length of the sternum, down to the belly. Let the knees float a little bit away from the chest. Keep the shoulders relaxed and pause. Again, exhale, hug. Relax the shoulders. Soften the face, pause. Inhale, fill the chest, feel the breath moving down the breastbone. Soften the belly, move the knees out slightly. Pause. Again, exhale and hug. Pause, let the breath out. Inhale, breathe down the length of the sternum. Soften the belly. And pause for the open chest. Once again, exhale, hug. Pause. Inhale, Float the knees away, soften the belly, and pause. Lower the feet to the floor. And as you're ready, you can stretch all the way out, coming into final relaxation. As you stretch out long, you're letting the feet be about as wide as your mat. Legs relaxed. Sure that the hip joints feel soft. Relaxed around the whole pelvic girdle. Softening in the buttocks and the lower back and belly. Observing the back of the thorax on the floor, feeling the ribs, they'll be moving gently. Notice the three-dimensionality of the rib cage. A beautiful example of sthira sukha in the body. Steady, it has structure and mobility, flexibility. Let the attention come around to the sternum. Feel your attention move from the base of the sternum, slowly up to the notch of the neck. From that point of steadiness, continue to relax out through the shoulders, the arms, the hands. Up through the neck, the back of the skull, over the top of the scalp, softening the face. Allow the breath in it to move in and out naturally. And follow your breath, moving the attention again to the sternum, the place of the Kurma nadi in the body. As you continue to relax the body, absorbing the steadiness of the floor, let the breath breathing in its relaxed, natural flow. Attention continues to rest at the length of the sternum. Body comfortable and relaxed. Mastery of the Kurma nadi brings steadiness. Observe the breath. Feel your inhale move down the sternum. Begin your exhale by gently hugging the belly towards the spine. And then inhale slowly, reach the arms up overhead. And as you stretch long, continue to notice the opening of the chest. Stretch yourself from your fingers to your toes, lengthening. And as you're ready, release the arms, hug the knees, turn to the right side. And then use your left hand to help you slowly sit up and come to sit in a comfortable position for some pranayama, sitting on the edge of a chair or up tall on your supportive blanket or cushion. We'll work with Anuloma Krama, some inhale segments. We will use Ujjayi breath throughout and continue to bring awareness to the breastbone. As soon as you're settled in your seat, let your eyes close. Establish a nice, smooth, and subtle Ujjayi breath. Slight constriction down at the base of the throat. Whispered ah on the inhale and the exhale. And notice the path of the breath. As you inhale, watch the breath come in, move down the sternum, then to the navel, then to the pubic bone. Then without collapsing the chest, begin your breath at the pubic bone and move the breath up, pubic bone to navel, up along the length of the sternum. Relax the shoulders without collapsing the chest. This is the path of the breath. Inhale down the sternum to the navel, to the top of the pubic bone. And exhale from the pubic bone to the navel, to the sternum. No collapsing of the chest, even while you're hugging your belly in. Count how long your breath is or how long your inhale is specifically. The krama, the segment, will divide the breath into two equal parts, the inhale into two equal parts. The inhale, we're going to be aware from the sternum, the notch of the neck, the top of the sternum down to the middle of the sternum. Then we're going to take a pause of 2 seconds, and then we'll inhale the rest of the inhale, allowing the breath to move down to the base of the sternum, the belly to soften, and then pause for 2 more seconds. The exhale will be one long continuous flow from the
pubic bone to the belly button to the sternum to the notch of the neck. So we're dividing the inhale into two equal parts. First part of the inhale, we'll move the breath down, halfway down the sternum, and pause for 2. And then continue and breathe the second half of the breath in, letting the breath go all the way down to the pubic bone. Pause for 2, and then start your exhale at the pubic bone and move it up and out, hugging the belly, relax the shoulders, soften the chest, and again, prana the inhale. Inhale down halfway down the sternum and pause for 2. Continue the inhale all the way down to the pubic bone. Pause for 2. Then begin your exhale at the pubic bone and one long flowing exhale all the way up to the notch of the neck. And continue like this for a few more breath cycles on your own. Segmenting the inhale into 2 parts, pausing for 2 counts after each part of the inhale. Be sure the sternum stays lifted and open throughout. Next time you complete an exhale, return to just a smooth Ujjayi inhale, following the whole inhale down the length of the sternum, down through the belly, and the whole length of the exhale upward from the pubic bone, keeping the chest open. And then with the attention continuing to rest on the breastplate, relax the breath. Keeping the awareness there. We'll sit quietly for about a minute, focusing on the Kurma nadi. Let's bring the hands in Anjali Mudra, placing the base of the thumbs at the base of the sternum. Be aware of the length of the sternum here. Namaste. So I hope that the practice on Kurma nadi leaves you feeling lifted, stabilized, open, energized perhaps. Awareness here at the chest, being attentive to not allowing the chest to collapse as we go through daily life, because so many activities will bring us into this closed down position. So really important to find ways to open, and I hope that you can feel the effect of all of those opening postures. So there's another great image about turtles. Maybe we'll work with it next week in the Bhagavad Gita about the way when we learn how to withdraw our senses, we're drawing our senses in like the turtle withdraws its limbs. So happy International Turtle Day. If you happen to see one on the road and it's safe for you to save it, the instruction is to hold not by its tail but around the shell and move it in the direction it's going. And they say snapping turtles have very long necks. If you ever tried to rescue them, you know that they'll do their best to bite your hands off. You don't want to hold them by the tail apparently because it can break their vertebrae, but the suggestion there is to find some way to push them along. So I hope that you will be well and the turtles will be well and enjoy the sense of the Kurma nadi. Thanks. Namaste.